Yo, 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 I'm Vilko. Managed to fluke another CM pub game, so let's see how this one goes. We have PacMen on the Dire team and XyF Gaming on the Dire team. First bans, PacMen had the first pick. They banned out that Darkseer. Really don't want that strong offlaning presence. XyF Gaming return it with the Bat Rider. Obviously, said it before, say it again. That slow, that lane control, being able to make the most out of every level that you get. So strong. Really, any spells that can reposition you, such as the Bat Rider, well, Flaming Lasso for a start can reposition you, and then Flame Break. Yeah, Flame Break, that's the one. Yeah, Flame Break is well being able to push you around, and the Darkseer being able to suck you in with the vacuum. That's a lot of different repositioning, and that's really strong at all stages in the game. Undying as well, the pick PacMen don't want to be able to go on that. That might be a hint that they want to go for an aggressive lineup, because Undying in the laning phases, if he's stealing strength and he's healing, that's such a strong combo. If you try and go on him, he's going on you. And he will win. That's just how the hero works. So banning that might be a sign that PacMen want to be aggressive, or it might be a sign that they just hate him. Anyway, Nick's the ban out from XyF Gaming, and Silencer. Booyashka. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, good to see Magneto make it into the captain's mode finally, and he's getting picked up. First pick as well. I don't think PacMen would have seen this coming. Sure, it's a strong hero, and you think about it in pubs, and whenever you see it picked, you kick yourself. But you don't. Well, you haven't been able to see it picked in CM, and all of a sudden you do. You know, those big changes to last word make him such a strong presence in the laning phase. You chuck out, okay, most people tend to go one level in Glaze of Wisdom for the extra, what, 30-40 damage at level 1, just to help last hitting, and you get that int steal, which is obviously really strong. But when you verse someone who does a combo of maxing out last word and maxing out Curse of the Silent, think about it this way. You last word, oh no, I better chuck out a spell. You chuck out a spell, instant follow-up with Curse of the Silent, and if that's getting maxed out, that's draining so much health and so much mana. Cooldown at early on is what, roughly, we'll say like level 5, so you got about 28, 20 seconds, whatever, and then 20 seconds or like 15 seconds on Curse of the Silent. So you're being disarmed, or sorry, you're being silenced, and then you got to run away for Curse of the Silent. Like, it's so much health, it's so much mana being drained, it's so much lane control, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't get comboed very often well. And to make full effectiveness with the damage of Curse of the Silent, you really got to sacrifice that Glaze of Wisdom and just forget about it, just for that lane control. And it is so strong when you're versing someone that's constantly getting their mana drained, constantly getting silenced, and if they do nothing, constantly getting disarmed. So anyone who lanes against that is going to have a real hard time, especially if they don't have too much mana. Often in the mid lane, you will see people with a lot of mana pools and a lot of spammable spells, things like Queen of Pain and stuff like that. But who knows, if you're versing, say, a Brewmaster, that is going to wreak absolute havoc on him. Anyway, the follow-up picks, XyF Gaming pick up the Shadow Demon, just disruption. Last pub game I cast, we saw that save someone's life. You had Bane, you had Queen of Pain getting silenced by an Orchid on Bounty Hunter. You see the ulti coming out, the Fiend's Grip from Bane, and about 4 or 5 times disruption just saves them. There's a Magnus follow-up pick, such as, Life Stealer, really strong carry, really tanky. His magic immunities means he's going to give 0 hoots, not even 2 hoots, 0 hoots about the Silencer. And then the Magnus pick up as well, still such a strong candidate, but if he's mid against that Silencer, he's going to be shockwaving a lot, and not necessarily when he wants to. If he does that, if Silence does that combo, I'll just chuck that in there so everyone understands the premise. But Magnus will probably see mid, maybe offlane if push comes to shove. Rubik was an immediate return pickup. You got that Magnus ulti to steal. You got that shockwave, and Rubik has a massive mana pool, so he can be doing that non-stop. You've got Keeper of the Light Blast. You got a lot of good spells to steal. Even Raised Rubik's is a funny sight, but he can walk in and not care about your skewers and be able to lift you out of position. He will not care about any stuns, and that helps him lift up. That's why things like Blink, Magic Immunity, surges even from Darkseers on Rubik help with his positioning, and again, that telekinesis repositions you, and that alone is just a really strong ability. Anyway, in return we see the Chaos Knight being banned out, because obviously Sharp Gaming probably going to go for a stronger DPS than Silencer. He can be played that way, but he's not the strongest. He can't really tank. He can't get at the front line. So if you've got some under-leveled support and a really farm Silencer, you're going to need someone at the front taking some damage, and none of them can. So that's why they're banning out the Chaos Knight. They're banning out the Beastmaster. They're banning out those big tanky heroes that have stuns and really force you to fight. And what's the final ban going to be? Could be you know, AM, Void, PL, any of the usual carries. They're looking for ones that can particularly at DPS Lifestealer and at tank Lifestealer. Sure, Lifestealer is actually really good against those tanky heroes, but you know, you've got to skewer into a reverse polarity, so you've got a lot of damage if they do go for a squishier one. But they might even go for, well, last game we saw a Juggernaut that worked quite well against the Lifestealer. His ulti bouncing through the rage. But you could even see a crafty one like a Weaver. You know, it's not the strongest, but if that Weaver gets a lot of farm, he can deal a lot of damage. And he's really, really crafty and excellent at kiting against that Lifestealer. AM's another one. He can just blink left, right, and center and stop you from being able to attack him. But if he does get caught in reverse polarity, either of those heroes, then they are going to find themselves in trouble. Sven was the final ban, so again, potentially tanky carry. And now we see a hell of a lot of supports coming out from Sharp Gaming, a lot of bands. The Jakiro coming out, the Lena band coming out, and the final one, Disruptor. Okay, and so you don't want to be silencing a silencer. That would be ironic and annoying. So he's choosing for the Disruptor, a really good support. Just that glimpse. Then yet again, another ability that manages to reposition you, just so strong. Oh, and the Shadow Fiend comes out here. That's good. Raise Wars, always fun to watch. So we'll see how he goes with them. So he'll probably be heading towards the mid. Lifestealer on the safe lane. Magnus will be going to that off lane. So he's going to have to be awful careful against whoever is versing. Probably see a Shadow Demon and Rubik in support, which is so much set up. I would like to see a stunning carry if they want to take full advantage of that. The disruption into the lift into a stun. But if not, they'll play it safe and they'll get a lot of farm. They'll be happy with that. We could always see an aggressive tri-lane coming out from PacMen with that Lifestealer Coddle +1 and Magnus heading to the safe lane, or even mid and Shadow Fiend taking the safe lane if he's going for a more carry-orientated Shadow Fiend. Let's see what the picks are coming out from Sharp Gaming. Sorry about that. Just need to have a bit of a spun, a drink of water.
10 seconds remaining.
So they've been a lot of supports there. Sharp Gaming did, and they ended up wanting another carry for PacMen. So that's kind of interesting to note. And there's a Tidehunter. Okay then, we could be seeing the Rubik take farm, or we could see the Tidehunter go off lane. So I'm keen to see which one we'll be seeing go support. Normally, you'd assume that Tidehunter off lane, Silencer probably mid, and then Shadow Demon Rubik on the safe lane with the carry. And they seem to be saving the carry for last, not one to counter. And there's Visage. There's a sign that you want to be aggressive. The slow, combined with the Lifestealer slow, so much damage. The Keeper of the Light blast is going to help charge out that Soul Assumption so fast. That's a really interesting pick. That's a really cool pick. And I think that's a sign that they want to be aggressive. That Undying Band was the first little hint, and there's further confirmation. They're probably going to go aggressive tri-lane. With this lineup, I hope they will, because Visage is such a lethal killing machine. And Keeper of the Light, just so much lane control. Lifestealer, so much lane control. Gives his team so much of everything within that lane that you want to take full advantage of that, and you want to shut down whatever carry you have coming out from Sharp Gaming in 3 seconds when they choose it. There's the Weaver. I don't say genius lightly, but I mean, come on. Yours truly called it. Anyway, we got some really interesting picks, you got to say. Again, this isn't a top of the matchmaking ranking captain mode, but these guys are, I hope, will be pretty good. And that's some pretty cool picks coming out. Pretty cool ideas about how to counter different ones. I'm going to give this a like. Yeah, look at that, 1 like. Good stuff. Good picks. That's why. That's what I like to see.
Prepare for
Okay, and going through the teams. For Sharp, we have a cute little Dr. Evil little picture there. It's adorable. We see Superben, Supre Ben. I don't know if you're German or if you're a fan of the women's clothing store called Supre. That's a big chain in Australia. I don't know if it's Australian or global, but Ben from Supre. We're playing the Rubik there. Quick level 1 up into telekinesis. We see Koron Ma playing that Shadow Demon. He's got Sentry wards. He's got Observer wards. Look like they're gonna go. Okay, they might ward, but they might be going aggressive tri-lane here with the Titan taking farm. I hope they do, because that's a really cool idea to see. Wow. Honestly, you got that slow from Gush. You got that armor reduction. So all these guys, while not big DPSs, level 1, level 2, there's not normally a massive difference, like enough to justify the armor reduction doing a lot more for carries compared to support. So yeah, if these guys try on this, that's going to get so much farm for the Tide Hunter here, played by Millie C, and that's going to help him get up a quick mech or a quick pipe or a quick blink if he wants to be really aggressive. So many different options he can go for. So yeah, I hope they do this, because that would be really cool to see Super Ben support him up there. We see Tati playing the Silencer, choosing not to level up anything at this point, so I think he wants to know who he's going up against. It will be that Shadow Fiend though. On the bot lane we see Topaz on that Weaver, going to be a Slippery Sucker, going up against that tri-lane, so potentially 2 aggressive tri-lanes here. Or a triple roaming. I don't know what's going on, but I'm enjoying it. For the Dire team, I won't get a chance. They're going to have the lift. We're going to have the disruption. We're going to have the gush. He's going to go down. Where is Silencer? Chucking on that last word. Donut, a first blood. Real easy. Oh, they nearly let him get away. Try roaming. New meta. So good. Poor Shadowfan. That's all I have to say. But that's a quick first blood at about 45 seconds in. And who did end up getting the kill there? Silencer got the kill, which is who you want as well. Looks like he's going for that quick bottle, which is being brought out to him now. Oh, but this Visage, if he manages to snipe this with his courier, snipe the courier with his illusions. He sees the illusions. Will he send the courier back? Yep, straight away. Really good reactions there from the Silencer. And running up, doesn't want to get slowed anywhere near the range of those razors. Using the high ground to his advantage. He should be fine. Courier's going to come back out to him. Yep, Courier's going to come back out to him. Tries to deliver his bottle, but got full. Yeah, and then you got aggressive trial against Weaver, and they've already got those sentry wards out. Visage did rotate into the mid lane. I'm not sure if we're going to see a dual lane mid, but I don't know, it could work. You got that Visage slow, you got the razors coming out to help charge up the Soul Assumption. No stuns, but Silencer's got no escape, so I don't know if you need him, to be really honest. But we do see this funky wonky aggressive tri lane coming out here from Kromar. Yeah, from Kromar, Millie C, and also Super Ben. And looks like Super Ben's actually stacking up the enemy. He's going to pull this and hope Magnus doesn't snipe too much. He can, of course, he's getting the traditional pull timing, but really when you're pulling the enemy creeps, you don't need to do that at all. But here's anyway. I don't know if Tenak knows exactly what to do in this situation. They're trying to force an early tower by the looks of it, and then they might rotate out. Tidehunter's level 2. He's 7 for 1. 6 for 2 on the Magnus. Weaver nearly goes down. Will he go down? Shooky's away. One more right click was all it was needed, but Frazzy couldn't get it off. So I'm going to go for the Dire team too. We see the support Visage, as opposed to the carry Visage, being played by Frazzy. We see Donut on the Shadow Demon, Shadow Fiend, I should say. He's got that courier coming out to him with his bottle. Yep, that early Wraithband was an interesting pickup, but just wanted extra damage because Shadow Fiend does have pitiful damage at level 1. Oh no! Oh, I'm kind of glad I didn't see that. That would have been painful to watch. The skills on cooldown. He must have brought him back into tower range, and level 1 Shadow Demon, not much he could have done there. Well, actually, he could have done something, but he's very, very squishy against that level 2 blast coming out from the Magnus. God, this tri-lane, as much as I love to see it, isn't working out. So smoke up and head mid. This is what you got to do. Look, if you're losing a lane and you believe that you can't outplay them, they've got better picks, they've got better skill than you, they're just playing a better game. You got to cut your losses and you got to rotate and try and make the most out of it. Donut's got very little mana here. He's bottling up. We see the Glaze and Last Word build coming out from the Silencer. We've got the Telekinesis up as well. They're doing some damage. Those illusions really helping to rip through him. Shadow Fiend goes down again, killed by the Shadow Demon this time. And we see Frazzy rotating in. That Shadow Fiend's not having a good time. He's died twice now. Hasn't got a kill. 15 for 5. Oh, well, that's why they're rotating in. This Shadow Fiend's actually ripping up 15 for 5 against 11 for 3. They're not rotating to take the advantage. They're rotating to cut the losses in mid lane as well. And he's got level 2 in that. He's maxing out the Razor's build, not going for the Necromastery full on. Which at level 5, that's what you want. Disruption goes there again. You got a haste rune. You got that Last Word come off him. Oh, the bonus damage! Absolutely destroying him there. But he won't go down. I don't know how to survive. He's bottling up. Tate could go down. There's a Soul Assumption. Frazzy gets a kill on him there. But Silencer got the experience first. But Frazzy, that's his level 3. He's got the 2 in Soul Assumption now. That's going to help him out a lot when it comes to dealing out that damage. Cromar, he's got that 1 level in Soul Catcher, choosing to max out the Disruption. So I guess he's taking that so the illusion can deal more damage. So people like Shadow Fiend, Squishy Hero, Glass Cannon, that Disruption is going to be really powerful. And the shortened cooldown is nice as well. But interesting, it hasn't gone for 1 level in Shadow Poison for Scouting or Soul Catcher. Oh, but the Disruption, will it come out again? There it is. You got that lift waiting in the wings as well. You got that. There's a lift. There's a damage amplification. There's a silence as well, making sure it doesn't give that Soul Assumption. Or no, no reverse polarity, but there's a skill back in. Magnus might should go down to the Silencer. No, can't quite deal out enough damage there. No mana on the Rubik for the Fade Bolt. And the Last Word was on cooldown. So no levels in Curse of the Silent for the Silencer. Choosing to go for that DPS build with the Glaze of Wisdom. Pleeka's Weavers 7 for 3, not having a good time. Sharp definitely aren't out of this. If they manage to open up some space by pressuring mid like they are and drawing in heroes, that's going to open up for Weaver. That's going to open up for Tide to get a bit more farm. Who's on 20 for 7 now. He's got those Arcane Boots up recently, so that's going to help out his team. Oh. Oh, Millie C. Oh. That is not your E key, son. That was not your E key. Okay, I hope for their sake that PacMen didn't see that, because that's 100. That's shit. That's like that's 2 and a bit minutes until your next one. Visage does go down to that Silencer. Level 4 in the Last Word now. But an Invis Shadow Fiend, what level is he? He's level 6, so yeah, he's doing the traditional 3-3, not going for that ulti quite yet. Although some people often like to get it now because it makes a whole lot more scary if they want to kill you. He's just going for the pure DPS and nuking here. Tate's being careful. He sees his Visage being really aggressive with positioning, coming right back past his creep wave. So he knows something up and he's just going to head back. He's going to play it safe. And Shadow Fiend's now going to reveal that Invis, or it will be revealed for him. Yeah, that was a good play and good observation skills from the Silencer there. And yeah, Magneto did a good job to pick up on that sort of stuff. And did manage not to die, which is really obviously an important thing. The important thing. Weavers nearly goes level 6. He's got a Stout Shield, which is a very interesting pickup on a ranged area, you have to say. Lifestealer's got that Midas. 49 for 25. No wonder why this Weaver does not have much experience. You gotta remember, guys, that denies hurt ranged heroes a lot more than they hurt melee. So, oh, Magnus managed to get the kill on the Tide Hunter there. This is not going well for Sharp. They went for some unusual picks. They went for some unusual landing. I really wanted to see it working out for them, but just not. The Silencer's the only one having a half decent time, and even he's getting pretty heavily out farmed in his lane. 20 last hits to 28. That's a nearly 50% advantage going the way of the Shadow Fiend. And then you've got Super Soldier on the Lifestealer. He's got that Midas up as well. 53 for 28. Holy dooly. This is not going well. Sorry guys, I don't want to... Actually, whoa, okay, that's not too bad. 1000 advantage, 1500 advantage, 5 for 5 with the kills to death. but the farm is the lethal thing. There's the last word going out, and the sentry ward dropped by the Coral just before he died. Will they be able to bring down this lifesteal? They're doing a lot of damage to him, but he's going to be having a creep wave coming in here in a second, so he's got to infest if he wants to. Yeah, there's the last word. Are they wanting to fight this? There's no ulti. Oh, there is an ulti up on Tide. I tell a lie. He's charging back. He's tanking the Terra. He's got that. He's got the ulti. Pop the ulti, Tide. Pop the ulti. Is worth it. Oh. Chose not to pop the ulti. The rage came out. Maybe he was trying to bait out that rage, but Luster did even manage to get the kill before he died. So that's more gold for him. And there's the blast, but that massive Shooky manages to get away. Again, very interesting to see a Stout Shield might be working towards that Vanguards. Look, guys, got to be honest here. If you do the numbers or you test it, get 2 identical ranged heroes. Don't skill anything. Don't do what you want. Give one of them a mech. Give one of them a give one of them a mech. Give one of them the Vanguards, and the one with the mech will win. It's as simple as that. It just gives you more from level 1 to level 25, and oh wow, the Silence is dominating. I think, oh yeah, a bit of over-aggressive play from the Shadow Fiend there, and the TP support came in and got the kill. I was too busy watching the bot lane. Yeah, but your mech will do more for you. That extra heal gives you the extra HP. It gives you the armor, which is the same on range as it is on melee, whereas the damage block is like 60%. Sorry, oh sorry, melee, sorry, it blocks half as much. My bad, I have misunderstanding the item there. Yeah, it blocks half as much damage as it does within the melee form. So that's really the main reason why you're going for the Vanguard's wasted. Like the extra health you can get for the mech, it costs a pretty similar amount. Like very, very close. I can't remember the exact numbers. And it does more for your team in general. So yeah, I'm surprised he's not going for that. He may be still a bit of a utility weaver. But let's wait and see. Of course, the ulti is still up on the Tide Hunter. He's got that Anchor Smash at level 4 as well. But the Dire team back right off here. PacMen don't want a thing to do with this. Arcane's now up on the Magnus. He's looking towards that blink, you got to say. Coddle, how's he going? He's got some wards and some tangos. The courier, nothing on the courier. So he's just got some tangos. Very, very raw. With 0 last hits and 3 denies. The Shadow Demon does have boots. The Rubik does have boots. And nearly arcane boots as well. Oh, the Envious Silencer manages to catch out that Visage. The disruption is baited out. Oh, and the damage amplification. Will he get off a soul assumption? Not before he dies. And the Magnus might even get picked up here. There's the ulti from Tide. Magnus goes down as well. Shadow Fiend comes into play, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much. Magnus buys back. Will they take out these familiars? Just a last word out on the Shadow Fiend. Didn't manage to get his raise off in time, and he got silenced. Magnus looking for blood though. You got those familiars scouting out. Can't hide in the trees from them. Oh, Magnus is looking for the RP. So close. His goes skewer now. Will he go for it? Decide to play it safe. Looks like they're going to pressure this tower though. You have the familiars being fed there. 100 gold each. You got to remember, that's a bear. That's a spirit bear. Every time you kill one of them. And they can constantly be remade. Oh, you know, be remade very often. Really don't want to feed those things. How's Rubik going? He's got his arcanes now. Double arcanes. This ward's about to expire on the high ground here. We're just going to give them a fair bit more freedom to move around. Coddle's looking for blast. Manages to catch out Super A Ben. And Silencer, he's got 2100, so we might see a mech come out on him or the traditional 4-star, but it's really not as good as him, the 4-star, as it used to be. Since they changed the quarterstaff out for the more expensive recipe and the ring of regen, it is not as good on people like OD and the Silencer. They really need that attack speed, they really need that damage, and it doesn't give it to them anymore, so it does give you the escape though. I'm not sure if he's going to go for a Lothars if he wants the escape mechanism. I'm not sure how high up in play we are with all sentry warding and stuff like that, but you do have a Weaver on your team, so chances are they're going to be pretty careful with that True Sight, so curious to see what he goes for. It probably will be that 4-star regardless, but just seeing if he wants to go for maybe a quick Orchid, if he wants to be very aggressive, or a mech can help out his team. We'll see the rotation coming out here from the Magnus. If they want to go on this Weaver, they don't have any True Sight, so should be fine. Got that time lapse. Got that Shooky. Pardon me. She's got those tranquil boots up now, or he's got those tranquil boots up now. Little cockroach. Not much really. She's done well. 1 assist, 1 kill, 0 deaths for what it was going up against. For an aggressive tri lane, you go up against with a Visage and aggressive sentry warding, a life stealer, and a coddle. Gotta be pretty happy with that. Oh, sorry, there's a drum. He had an item on the courier. I should have checked that out. So drum. So wow. Okay, not going too bad. All things considered, not going too bad at all. An armlet up on the life stealer. Oh, he's getting fat. He's getting out of control. You really got to stop this at some point, but I don't know if they're going to be able to be honest. Drum up on Weaver. That's not a common choice, but that's really interesting and pretty good choice. I think Sharp would have to be questioning their laning at this point in the game. They could have left. They didn't manage to get. I don't think they managed to get any kills on this Magnus in the laning phase. They gave him a double kill, which obviously wasn't intentional. They didn't plan it like that. But it would have been a Magnus against a Tidehunter. Tidehunter has an anchor smash, so it should be fine by reducing that damage. He won't win the lane, but they really could have challenged the bot or really shut down mid a little bit more than they did. They did a good job rotating, but they could have done a little bit more. And yeah, you really got to question their decisions, because if that would have opened up a whole lot more space for Weaver, and they might have even been able to win. It would have been close. It would have been a hard-fought battle, but they could have at least shut down his lifesteal a little bit and competed with him. There's the disruption onto the Visage. He's got full charge up. There's the ulti. Big ulti from Tide, but Frazzy has full charge in the Soul Assumption. Will he chuck him out? Silencer wants to bring him down. Magnus TP's in. He's got that ulti. Doesn't even need it for Super A Ben. And Silencer does manage to get a double kill there. Oh no, sorry, no. Silencer got the kill, and then that 4-star is purchased as well. Silencer got the kill, and Lifesteal got the double kill. Not who you want to be giving it to, but Visage and Coddle being brought down 10-1-2 on this Silencer, absolutely ripping it up. Watch it, has his lifesteal still going 3-1-0. So, but a whole lot more farm. 100 last hits compared to 50. Double the last hits with a Midas. Oh, not a fun game. Alright guys, this is gonna have to happen sooner or later. 4 grand gold, 2 grand XP going the way of the Dire, and the tower looks like he's gonna go down to Super Soldier. Choosing not to activate that armlet to bring it down. But he's got that Midas in hand, he's probably gonna head into the newts to get a bit more gold there. At the rate he's going, curious to see if he's gonna go for a Basher or an MKB or an AC, or there's a lot of options out there for what you can get. Hell, even straight into a heart, you know. Attack speed tends to be what you want. But, yeah, we'll see exactly what he wants to go for, because he's really good at bringing down those tanks. His Feast does that for him. He's really good at bringing down that Tidehunter. Well, that's about all the tanks on that team. So, the raw physical damage will help him with these more squishier characters. But, oh, the Infest stolen there from Super A Ben, but not going to be enough. That Soul Assumption as well, helping just harass that Tidehunter off the lane. His ulti's not up for another 45 seconds. They should be able to take this tower. But Chroma's adding a bit of pressure bot. That Shockwave and the Razors, so much counter push. They're going to want to TP up here. And Mech coming up on the Magnus. I like that. I think that's a really good idea. Look, if you Coddle's barely got boots. Your Visage, similar story. Actually, he's got a chainmail. Oh, he's probably going to be going for the medallion. So they're going around being aggressive ganking. Oh, Miley C, will he go down? Oh, the stomps there from Visage for me is so good. He's going to get a double kill as well. Don't think he's going to be able to bring down Tate. That Shadow Demon ulti. Oh! Oh, Lifestealer. Oh. So good. Just gets out in time. Rages just in time. And the Shadow Demon ulti couldn't kill him off. And one glaive off from dying there. Which, I don't know if it is going to fly and hit him. don't think it tracks when you blink away, because it's still classed as an auto attack. Wow. That's what I would say, that's so close. Anyway, 1700 now up on the Silencer. Can't see if he's going to go for a Silent Stick or what he's going to go for. Hell, you know, some people go for Bloodstone. There's a lot of different options on Silencer. He still hasn't no consensus yet on what's the best. Here's Chimek. He's going to get brought down. Really aggressive TP when the Familiar Stun had already come out. I'm not sure if everyone do that. And the Familiar goes down, feeding the Silencer a little bit more. Some more players like that, and that's a hope for Sharp. They might still be in this if they can keep this up. They're pressuring. They're 5-manning. They're 5-manning against a Magnus and a Coddle. And the Razor, so much counter push. There goes your entire creep wave. But they're diving on Donut. They want him. He's got his ulti at level 2. He might get a kill. He does get a kill on the death animation. And Tate will go down. He's not going to be able to survive this amount of damage. Yep, there's Visage with a Soul Assumption. Brings him down. And he's got another one up his sleeve. There's the Shadow Demon Purge on the Lifestealer. But he's got Mana Leak on him. He's going to go down as well. I really actually... The $2 of Mana Leak for the Coddle. I think that's a really good pickup on him. Oh, but he's got the Lifestealer inside of him. I don't know if he's baiting this out. I don't know if the Weaver realizes this. One more click. One more click. Will he get it? He gets it. He's got that. Oh, that Soul Assumption brutally destroys the Cockroach there. They can survive a Nuclear Meltdown, but they can't survive a Coddle Blast. That wasn't a Coddle Blast. They can't survive a Soul Assumption. There you go. Cockroaches have souls. So next time you crush one, think about its family, guys. It's just trying to pay the bills. It's like you and me. Tanak's nearly on his way to that mech. He's got the level 11 as well. As much as I was saying before, I do love this mech. It would have been nice to see a quick Blink Dagger and some Nakes bombs coming in. Between that Blink, Skewer, RP, and then the Infest coming out, you ain't going to have much hope left for any of the heroes except maybe the Tidehunter. Four-stuffed onto the Skewer. I don't know if that was intentional, but it worked out quite well. Managing to get away there. I'd like to see him try and do that again. Interesting to note, Curse of Silent level 1 and then just leaving it as is. Choosing instead to go into stats. Maybe he feels he needs damage. He feels he needs to tank up. Not too worried about the mana burning at this point. The mech is actually done on the Visage. Not sure about if this team's communicating right. Magnus is definitely fine for that mech. Oh, sorry. BKB comes out in the Shadow Fiend. Will he get the kill? Chromar's struggling. One last hit will do it. Coddle goes down thanks to the assistance of the Silencer. But the Soul Assumption, will it land? No, not fast enough. Not enough damage. The 4-star's up in 9 seconds. Looping around on the Shadow Demon. But there's a lift up to the high ground. Up to the high ground. See you later, Shadow Fiend. He's got the TP. He can use it to get out of there. But he won't be contributing in this fight. There's Tanak. He's got that ulti if he wants to use it. He skewed himself up to the high ground and then forced stuff down from the Silencer. Narrowly managing to get away here. But he might get brought down by the Familiars. They've got quite low damage now thanks to all the auto attacks they've been doing. There's Franz. He got the Soul Assumption. Will he get brought down? Will he get brought down? Those Familiars going down. You got that Shooky. There's the mech. Oh, the RP brings to pass up to the high ground. But then he can get out with the with the time lapse now at level 2. And he's gonna need a... Oh, there's a skewer down. Okay, and won't be TPing out there. Won't worry about that. That was really bad luck from Tanak. Nearly worked out brilliantly with that skewer into the Silencer, but the 4-star stuffed him up a little bit. And managing to bring up that Weaver, but he time-lapsed out of that. So really ineffective fighting there from Tanak. But you know, that was a pretty even fight, you got to say. Being reminded of who brought down who. Shadow Fiend got a kill. Silencer got a kill on Coddle. Okay, so it was, I think, about a 2-for-1 trade. Well, maybe I think the Gold Graph and the XP will probably tell the story. Yeah, that went the way of the Dire. Not by much, but just a lot of kiting going on from all of them. Some actually really good plays from both teams, you have to say. But I think the picks from Package has proven to be a little bit stronger. They went for that Silencer early into the CM mode, but he hasn't really proved himself in an organised match. Sure, he's fantastic at pub stomping. And that last word, disable, is really strong, but just not quite working out here for Sharp. Sorry. Making all kind of noises this game. We've got the Ultimate Orb up on the Silencer, so he's going to be working towards that Hex Stick very soon. They've cashed out the Coddle. That missed chance, not quite enough. Shadow Demon ulti gets the pop on him. There's the ultimate up on the Shadow Fiend, I should say. Miley C, he's got that ulti in 1 second. He wants to come in on this. He wants to do this right now. But just before the BKB wears off, dies too fast. Not enough DPS. Silencer was already down. He got caught up in that, actually, I'm not sure what he got caught up in. Must have been my mind. He got caught up in, the shit fuck that was going on there. 3.2k on the Weaver. He's probably going to go for a Demon Edge. No, just running to the secret shop and back. He's probably going to go for an MKB because that tends to, you know, scale well with your Gemini attack. Gemini? Yeah, Gemini attack. Yeah, it tends to scale well with that Gemini attack. And ready really is going to be about 27 minutes if you're lucky by the time you get that. But who knows, we could see it. You got a pretty tank team you're going up against. You've got a Magnus, you've got a Life Stealer, you got 2 mechs as well. Oh, a good deny there as well from the Shadow Fiend. I hope these guys time it well so they're not, because when Dyer goes down, Dyer score the Roshan there. Yeah, I hope these guys realize that with the mech there is a cooldown on when you can be healed by it, so they structure it right. And the auras don't stack. I think there's just a bit of miscommunication there. Probably should have seen the Magnus go for the Blink or the Visage go for the Medallion just so they can bring down people like the Tidehunter that little bit faster. I guess Medallion isn't... You gotta say, Medallion isn't really needed. There's not too many tank heroes. You only got that Tidehunter and you got a Life Stealer for that. So I just think it's a bit of miscommunication there. But interesting nonetheless. Let's see what Coddle's got. Coddle's got Jack. Yasha's up on the Shadow Fiend. BKB, Yasha. 142 last hits at 25 minutes. That ain't half bad. The Life Stealer, do I want to? Oh, okay then. He's got the... Oh, wow. We even managed to get a kill. Sorry about that. But wow. Midas. Power Treads. Armlet. 3 hits on the Shadow Demon. Oh. No luck on that one. The lift up. Will it be enough to save Cromwell? Nearly. He might actually get away from this. The Tranquil Boots popping. Donuts looking for a good raise. Oh, narrowly misses. Stolen there by a Super Bender. Oh, so much damage coming from the Shadow Fiend. Doesn't manage to go down and doesn't get anyone the ulti out of that either. And Magnus got picked up in the mid lane earlier, so that was the kill for Weaver. Okay, Eagle Song. So going for a Butterfly. Wants a bit more survivability against that Life Stealer and against that Shadow Fiend. They got the ulti here. I don't know if they're going to pop it. Rubik goes down the back line of play. You're going to want this rage to expire, and you're going to want to pop that. Goes down, but, well, while he's doing it, you got to say. Weaver, 1 second. Oh, the skewer, he walked into it. No, sorry, the one last right click in the fade time. Tate, you're dead. Oh, wait, he got a kill on the Coddle before he does. I think it's disrupted, but the shockwave kills him. 22 to 22, but that doesn't tell the full story of this game. I think the Life Stealer's eye... Oh, God. Wow. Okay, I think the item of the Life Stealer really tell the story of this game. 179 last hits in 27 minutes. Midas, Armlet, Power Treads, Dezo, Hyperstone, and now a Basher. And if he sells this Midas, he'll probably be a couple hundred off, maybe 1,000 off his AC if that's what he wants to go for. Big skewer there by the Magnus, pulling in that Silencer. They don't want to see him go down. There's the lift and the silence. He might actually manage to get away from this. Turns around, wants to do a bit of damage, but those Visage Familiars and the right clicks from Visage himself starting to bring him down. Life Stealer comes in, gets the kill. There's the Soul Assumption. Flying gets the kill. Unstoppable Visage. God, you don't see him enough in pro teams, do you? Such a powerful ability, that Soul Assumption, and the familiar stun's just crazy. Weaver managed to survive pretty well. Kite the damage, excellent, but at this stage of the game, there's not too much he can do with this little farm. And now Frazy hunting here in the trees. Think they find someone, but Life Stealer does manage to get brought down somehow. I think that was the Weaver chasing him and the time lapse out. So there's the Aegis gone, but God, you still got to kill him again, guys. And this time, you might actually care if you attack him. There's 2 grand gold spent by the Life Stealer and travels. Okay, I can feel that. Yes, he's going to trade out his power treads. And, so he won't be selling his Midas at the moment, at least. He's going to be grabbing those, selling those power treads, grabbing those travels, grabbing that basher, just to make it even harder for people to get away from those open wounds. No, sorry. Okay, and even better, I thought he might do this, but, I didn't think he would. He's kept both the boots, so he's got the strength. He's got the 8 strength from the power treads and 30 attack speed bonus, but then he gets the movement speed and the TPing ability of the boots of travel. So he's gonna do this until I think he can build his AC or really needs another slot. He'll sell off that Midas, which no, he's got 1200 before he sold the Midas. Oh lord, there's a Sange owned by owned by the Shadow Fiend. There's a 4-star in, and the ultimate manages to catch out Frazzy. And the Magnus, but the Magnus skill is 2 away. Manages to get a kill on the Tidehunter before he goes down after he got that reverse polarity. Tate's gonna go down as well. Wicked sick from Frazzy. Coddle survived even though he was hit by that. There's the time lapse out. Doesn't get rid of that mana leak, but he does have that Shikuchi. Yeah, Donut's going for the S and Y by the looks of it, which is very interesting. You guys say our unusual pick in pros and pubs alike.
Double damage.
Might be because it's considered a pretty crappy item by a lot of people. Yeah, is he going to sell his Midas? Well, I want to know. No, not yet he hasn't. Not yet he hasn't. Magnus, of course, has got that Blink Dagger now being flown out to him. But, if he sells his Midas and his power treads, he can probably get an AC, and I feel like that's going to do a lot more for the team. Or even if he sells those two, he can probably get an Abyssal. At this stage of the game, I don't think it really matters. Maybe he's going to try and build all 4 boots and troll. But yeah, take a Rax. Not even a gallant effort put in by the Radiant, you have to say. They're just worried about getting picked off so fast by those familiar stuns, so much slow. The Coddle Blast keeping him off. They didn't have Silencer to silence, funnily enough. So, not Sharp Gaming's game. Not Sharp Gaming's game. Must be said. Super Soldier, 3k up on him. He's got to be close. Yeah, he's really got that AC, and very soon if he wants it. Without even selling the power treads. Without even selling the Midas. Now he sells the Midas. And I believe he'll quickly grab up all the ingredients for his AC. Or send it to the secret shop and get an Abyssal. Depending on how he wants to do it. And that Abyssal is going to help him out a heck of a lot against the... Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, wandered up to the... Where is he? Okay, I don't know how he purchased the Abyssal Blade. Yeah, I don't know how he purchased the Abyssal Blade. His boots of travel aren't a cooldown. I'm not... Oh, Coddle must have brought him in. Yeah, I have a feeling that's what happened. He, yeah. Alright, so he walked up to the secret shop, got his Abyssal, and then Coddle brought him in. I was looking at the familiar and realized they had item slot pictures, but I don't think they can carry items. I don't think they're meant to, at least. So we see Magnus here. He's got that next bomb now. He's infested. He's running back and forth like a champ. He's looking for an opening. They're all just clumped up mid, looking to defend this, but a blink skill, reverse polarity, popping out Nakes. They've got to be really careful with their positioning. But Nakes gives it up. He's going to go back to farm. He says, guys, my GPM's dropping. Can't live with myself anymore. I need to go farm. And with the Midas not even going... Oh, not Midas, sorry. With the armlet not even going off, he's still churning out 300 damage per right click. And between Rage, when he does activate Midas... I do it again. When he does activate Armlet, I should say, and that Hyperstone, he's got pretty bloody good attack damage as attack speed as is. Oh, he's fat. He's fat. He's fat. He's fat. So everyone just dancing around. We're going to see a smoke coming out here from the Radiant. No, they're just shivering in their boots. A pipe nearly done on the Tide. Not as much for the farming hero in the tri-lane. Yeah, when you compare those, the farming hero in the tri-lane for the Radiant has nearly finished a pipe and arcane boots compared to the next, which I've talked pretty much non-stop about how fat he's getting. That lets you know how the start of this game has gone. Next, still not that strong, you know. Needs to turn on armlet if he wants to one-hit melee creep, so pretty piss weak if you ask me. He's got 1800 in the bank. Probably going to be looking towards that full AC. He's going to be a little bit off it still. Oh, will this get caught by the ward? Yeah, the dire ward would have caught vision of that. Going down towards the next, and Coddle's TPing him out, hiding in the trees real quick. And they're looking for that Aegis to come back up.
Invisibility.
What's up? So that's just my brother getting home. We see the slows coming out. We see just a bit of back and forth, bit of Mexican standoff. The Rosh is now up. Looks like they're gonna be looking for this. I don't think they really need to. There's a blinker from Magnus. Tries to skew out the Rubik, but no dice. And they were trying to get the next bomb off as well. Didn't work out. Shadow Demon just scouting with his poison, but what are you gonna do? Well, what they're gonna do is Wiley's gonna walk in, pop the Ravage, and manage to catch about 3 people there. They nearly bring down Donut, even with that Sanjin, Yasha, and BKB. Wow, Frazzy. Oh god. Oh god, Super Soldier. Let's just count this. 1, 2, 3. See you later, Miley. Okay. Oh.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's never gonna get that pipe, is he?
Roshan has
Papa's
fallen to the
is
ground.
he's got his butterfly, but I think it's a case of too little, too late. Buy the AC. Stop proving me wrong. Stop proving me wrong, Lifestealers. Buy the AC. All right. I know you have the gold. You can see it. Or you're very close to it anyway. Sell your damn treads. Get AC, you goose. Anyway. Oh, that attack speed's getting a bit ridiculous as he levels up. Do we see a drum on his team as well? Anyone? No. No, not at the moment. But looks like this game's over. We'll stick it out to the end, of course, as always. Coddle bring in the Shadow Fiend there. Here goes Eagle Song. He's not too far off his butterfly. Coddle's got the drum. No, I tell you, like, Coddle does have a drum, so that's going to give him a heap more attack speed. You got that Infest on. He's looking for that Blink Skewer. He can see the Rubik. He can see the Shadow Demon. There's a Rubik. Does he want it? Does he want it? Oh, Blink in reverse polarity. Screw the Skewer back. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Miley goes down. There's a Bissell. There's a Bash Bash. Everyone's dead. And the GG calls come out. Triple kill for Super Soldier. Come on, I've been talking about how you're going to get AC for like 10 minutes. You used to do this to spite me. I was over at Super Soldier's house the other day and I was talking to him about AC, and we didn't exactly see eye to eye on the item. I thought it was pretty good to finish it, just for, you know, the negative aura and everything like that, but he disagreed, and obviously I haven't been managed to convince him, so you know, that happens. That happens, but you know, we're good friends. We're good friends. We laugh about it later. We'll talk about this after the game. And we'll have a good old laugh. You know, we'll move on yesterday like it never happened, because we've got to stay together for the kids. You know, can't let it get to us. But looks like Throne is going to go down. He's got that Dezo helping him bring down the buildings even faster. And there's a life steal on Shadow Fiend, just trying to top up his last items. Oh, Topaz might get a kill here. No. Well, that's the ball game, ladies and gents. As you can see, some interesting lane decisions from Sharp Gaming. you know, doing the tri-lane with the Tide Hunter, having the... I don't think they were expecting that aggressive tri-lane. I think they were expecting to go tri-lane against the tri-lane. But instead, both aggressive, which mean the Magnus... It sounds counterintuitive, but the Magnus with that shockwave and the skill could do a lot more than the Weaver could. Mainly because his escape mechanism is invis, and some early Sentry Ward placed just stuffed him up. He couldn't be too aggressive, and that really helped shut him down. And yeah, they just snowballed from there. They played it well. They got plenty of farm on the Nakes. They applied pressure in different lanes and grouped up when they had that reverse polarity, secured Roshans, and it was just a good played game from Pac Gaming. But it'll be interesting to see Silencer in some more CM games, and hopefully in the future it'll work out better for him. But he did do really well in this early game, but problem with Silencer is he can't always transition into the late game the best without any stuns or escape mechanisms or disables built into the hero. Anyway, I've been Vilko, you've been watching my stream, so thanks for that, and I'll catch you ladies and gents later.